Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. This morning I taught my webinar for branding and networking. And the last time I taught that webinar, I did 3 reasons why you need to have a personal brand. So today I want to focus on 3 things you need to know about networking. And the first thing you need to know is, what is networking? So if we look at the definition of networking, there's 2 parts to it. The first part is the exchange of information or services among individuals, groups, or institutions. So the key here being exchange of information or services. It's not just about how can you help me, but also how can I help you? The exchange, it's a 2-way street. The second part of the definition is specifically the cultivation of productive relationships for business. So if people ask me what is networking, my 1-word answer is relationship. You should be focused on forging relationships, cultivating relationships with people, because that's going to work out better for you in the future. If you're just looking at how can this person help me without actually building a relationship there, then you're actually exploiting. You're not building a relationship. You're not networking. The second thing that I want you to know about networking is that it is the number 1 way to find a job. And some of you might be wondering, but all of the jobs are posted online, so how can networking be the number 1 way of finding a job? So I'm going to give you 3 different reasons why networking is the most effective way to look for and find a job. The first thing is that based on a study, somewhere between 70 and 90, so we'll just go right in the middle, 80% of jobs that are actually being filled are never posted online. I really want you to think about that, because if you're job searching, I want you to think about how much time you spend online looking at job boards, looking for jobs, versus what I just told you. 70 to 90% of jobs that are actually being filled are never even posted online. Also, only about 15% of jobs are being filled through job boards. So that being said, Forbes suggests that you only spend about 20% of your overall job search time online looking for jobs. And a lot of times people will say, what am I supposed to do with the other 80% then? Network. All right. So if we're looking at just, let's say you put in 40 hours, we'll just kind of go based off of a normal full-time work week. Let's say 40 hours of job search a week. You should only be spending 8 of that online searching for jobs. So kind of start to keep track of how much time you're spending online looking for work. Another thing that we know is applying for jobs online tends to draw hordes, a plethora of applicants, right? Generally speaking, just from applying online, you have a 1% or less chance of being selected for that position. 1% or less. Again, think of how much time you're spending online versus what's the return on investment. 1% or less. And that changes based on the types of positions you're applying for, but 1% or less is the standard. The third reason is that people tend to want to do business, hire people, those types of things with people that they know, like, and trust. So if you are, let's say you have a friend, we'll just name this friend Susie, and Susie says, hey, you should go apply for this, or you should send your resume to this person. I just talked to them. They have this job open. I think you'd be great. And you send your resume there. You're coming to them already with a stamp of approval. So some employers are required to post their jobs online. Not all employers are. If I'm a small employer and I don't have to post my jobs online, so let's just say I'm in a dental office, there's 10 employees total. If I post my job online, I'm going to have all of those hordes of applicants, right? And I don't know any of them. I have to trust what they're putting in their resume and believe that enough to invite them for an interview. Whereas if I put out word to my network as whatever, if maybe I'm the office manager or the lead dentist or whatever, I put word out to my network, my family, my friends, my existing employees. Again, think relationship. So anyone I have a relationship with, anybody that ends up applying or sending their resume to me is coming from someone I already know, like, and trust, right? So you're coming with that stamp of approval. Now, the third thing that I want to tell you about networking is be yourself. Now, if you've done any work on the personal branding side of things, you should already know what it is that you're looking for, what value you bring to companies, and then you're able to be yourself in that sense. But I also don't want you to feel like when you're networking, you can only focus on talking about work or talking about careers. Be yourself. Again, because we know people like to do business and hire folks that they know, like, and trust, you have to be a human to them. You have to be likable to them. So don't feel like you can't talk about things outside of your career life, but also be sure to stay away from any negative talk. All right. So those are 3 things you should know about networking. And until next time, I hope you all have a great week and good luck.